Welcome to all you Librans. Dear Librans, here is your monthly horoscope for June 2016. And promises to be a very dynamic month. It's more dynamic than last month in general, I mean. And it's also quite an intense month during the month of June. Now, what does it mean specifically for you Librans? Now, there is a new moon on the 5th, and it's in Gemini. So the sun, and it's not just a new moon, it's the sun and the moon together in Gemini, but it's also conjunct a little asteroid that is called Vesta. And this is all happening in your area of life that has to do with your mind and your opinions and your beliefs. So very crucial month for you Librans when it comes to your belief system. What is Vesta all about? Vesta is that little asteroid that is about devotion, that is about a sense of purpose, that is about hard work, dedication to a higher purpose, focus, devotion. So you are going to be more devoted than ever when it comes to your opinions. So the people who live next to you or who live with you are warned here, because but it marks a kind of a new beginning. So it is possible for you, because this new moon is under a lot of tension, so it is possible for you that you will need to stand up for your belief, and or you plant a seed in your own mind that a belief that you used to have has changed. Or there was something that you didn't believe in that now you reconsider this, and not reconsidering it even, just seeing it, and it's like a new seed in your mind. So you could say, oh, this is all on a mind level, but this is really important, because the 9th house always has, if something happens there, and our beliefs go very, very deep, because it's very difficult to change a belief, because that goes so deep. It's easy to change a certain fact, something that is very easy to see, but to change someone's belief, it's very difficult. And but for you, this is not something that happens to you. It's on the inside that there is a change in your belief system, and you are very focused and dedicated towards it. And it will have bigger results around August and September time. So whenever something happens in your 9th house, it has a kind of a knock-on effect and a snowball effect on other houses, which is your work, which is relationships, which is maybe children, and etc., etc. So expect a month of new insights, and because of those new insights, you cannot run away from it. You cannot just hide them. And that can cause a little bit of tension. Because there is a full square. So this new moon is in the full square of the mutable signs. And the full square is always there before big changes come. And because the full square, you could say, oh, in astrology, a full square is negative. But the positive side of this full square is that people do change, because of it's putting pressure on them. And but as I said, for you, it's very much on an intellectual level. And so Saturn is also in your 3rd house of the way that you think and the way that you... So it might fight with all the structures that you already had, because Saturn is going retrograde in your 3rd house. So maybe that new insight that you had, through, whether it is through a book, whether it is through an experience, whether it is through a voyage que vous avez fait, a travel that you did. I spoke a lot of French yesterday with I said in another video, because I made videos in French. No, I had a lot of clients who spoke French. But anyway, this is not important, is it? But the thing is, it can clash with older beliefs or with people in your environment. That new insight, but it's all about balancing these energies out. It's all about finding that balance, finding the moderation there. So there's also definitely something happening when it comes to your health. And I'm not talking only about physical health, also mental health, because there Jupiter and Neptune are there. So there is like this this possibility for growth, this possibility to, certainly now in June when Jupiter goes fast, direct, and it's in your 12th house, and it's preparing itself to be in your sign later on this year. And it's actually helping you to do cleanup. So on a psychological level, you can do it on a physical level as well. But I think it's more on a spiritual level, psychological level, more on an unconscious level, that you were letting go of stuff, people, things that are not longer suiting you, and they are dissolving, you could say. There could also be some health issues, little or big, I mean, depending on your context, that are that you don't really know how to get along with those, how to deal with those health issues. A good tip is to deal with it in a bit more an alternative way. And with alternative way, I mean that has to do a lot with the mind as well, with spirituality as well, with letting go of energy. That has to do with energy. Maybe working on energy. Maybe you have a certain physical problem and you researched the whole thing, but maybe just try something. Maybe because your belief is shifting, you can go a very different road now and investigate that. It's about complementary. So it's not about saying, oh, this doesn't work for everyone. No, maybe it might not work for you, but something else might work for you and not for someone else. So there's a lot of possibility that you will find some improvements for health problems. So, and if you're not having any health problems, this is not about you. But if you are, you might find some new clues just by being relaxed, just by relaxing yourself. That was the key here. Relax, you dear Librans. Then there is also an intensity in the month because of Mars in Scorpio, and that's in your 2nd house. So Mars goes retrograde, and it's on the very last day of the month that it goes direct. So during the whole month, it's going to be retrograde in your 2nd house. So this is about your value. And for Librans, very important, because you are ruled by Venus, which is all about what you value in life. And Mars is going retrograde. So there could be some discussions with, if you are in a relationship, for instance, could be discussions about assets, because you've got that Mars going retrograde in the 2nd house and Mercury going direct in your opposite house, the 8th house, which is the value of other people. So your values versus someone else's values. Whatever it is, I made a video separately about this Mars, and it might help you if you feel that you every now and then are in a drama, a big drama or a little one. You can find out in that video that I'll put a link below here, because the video is called The Drama Triangle. So it can give you some tips and some insights, who knows, hopefully, to get out of some of drama. And this has to do with this Mars in your 2nd house. So your drama could have to do with values. What you value is in clash with what someone else is valuing. And this is all about getting the balance and getting to the root of the matter of your intentions. Because this is Mars in Scorpio. It's about the hidden motives and our shadows, and seeing them and putting light on them, so we can work better, and we can evolve, and we can grow, and we can liberate ourselves and transform. So that was the Mars over there. And last but not least, the Jupiter in a trine to Pluto. So there is very positive energy with this Jupiter in your 12th house. So again, this emphasizes, this already happened in March, in the beginning of March. So this is a repetition. Jupiter in a trine to Pluto is fantastic, because it is about growth, meaningfulness, and it's very solid. So whatever it is that you let go of, I mean, on an energetic level, maybe, on an unconscious level, on a subtle level, it's going to be permanent. And that's good. That's going to give you fulfillment. Having said that, I wish you a very good month. Check out the other video if you're interested. And thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.